Hi, and welcome back to TTN Presents Monsters and Other Childish Things. I am your game master, Juicy Garland, Boston area drag queen and super nerd. And let me start by introducing our cast. Starting with Supriya, introduce yourself and tell us who you're playing.
Hi, I'm Supriya, also known as Zoop and findable as Zoop Machine, and I am playing Purvi Patel.
How about you, Mia?
Hi, I'm Mia. I'm playing Ollie Fanchev. He is he, him, I am she, her, and I am here to have fun.
Sel, what about you?
My name is Sel. I go by they, them pronouns. You can find all my stuff in my link tree down below. And I'm playing Harper White today.
And lastly but not leastly, Rosie.
Hi, I'm Rosie. I use she, her pronouns, and I am playing Evelyn, who also uses she, her pronouns. My socials are all Rosateers. Rosie, goat folks, smush them together, Rosateers.
Yep. And you can find me at Juicy Garland or at juicy.garland. My pronouns are your problem. Deal with it. And let's get started with our question of the week. When you were a kid, was there ever a time you were in danger and knew it? Well, you're thinking, I have one. So when I was 4, my sister was 1. My family took us up to Maine, and we stayed in a cabin on a lake with a dock. And I was out on that dock playing around with my little like fishing pole with a magnet on the end and fishing for the magnetic fish in the lake. And I fell in, and my dad had to run all the way down the hill and dive in to get me before I drowned. I remember that. I also remember in that same trip falling down a ladder really badly.
See, as a neurodivergent child, I was not afraid of the things I should have been afraid of, and I was super afraid of just socializing. So, but I will say, I'm going to bounce off of what you said, Juicy. There was one time when my dad took me and my siblings fishing, and I fell into the creek twice, and then I caught the biggest fish out of all of us kids.
Wait.
I was one of them. I fell in enough, I became one of them, and they knew it. So I caught them.
Wild. I love that for you. Somehow that is both completely surprising and utterly unsurprising entirely.
I was a big swimmer, so like falling into the creek was like not scary. It was just an oopsie doodle. So
okay. Yeah. Anybody else have a danger moment? No, just perfect childhoods?
So, danger, like actually danger, or you think you're in danger?
I refuse to define anything I've said or stand by it.
So thinking I'm in danger, I think I have mentioned this already, but the time we tried to do a seance and call up Amelia Earhart,
yes,
and the wind started blowing and we heard planes in the distance, I was pretty sure we were in danger.
Amazing.
Okay, so I know I definitely experienced things where I felt I was in danger because every kid has. I'm having so much trouble remembering anything right now.
Yeah, childhood memory.
I just remembered one. I wasn't actually in danger, but this is a silly thing. Okay, how much? Okay, hang on. I need to decide how much detail I give in order to, because it's very location specific, right? I'm willing to say I live in South Dakota. Let's just say it's a tourist trap in South Dakota. That is not one of the first 3 that come to mind.
Okay.
We'll put it that way. I was in the 1st grade when 9/11 happened.
Okay.
I fully asked my mom if they might target my local tourist trap. I was like, are they going to target the boop? Yeah.
Amazing. So paranoia as children. What about you, Mia? Did you live a perfect childhood free of fear?
Oh, definitely not. Gosh, these aren't great stories, but I guess they were scary moments. One time when I was a kid, I was hospitalized for a few days, and the only thing I remember is that my parents were like, yeah, they were worried it was like a new disease and stuff, because I remember getting like injections in my back and literal tests, and yeah, and it's just like a blur, and I'm like, well, somewhere in the back of my psyche that, let's just leave there. And the only other thing that I was like a typical kid roughhousing kind of dangerous situation. Me and my sister went to New York for the first time because we had family there, and that's just being suburban kids. We're like, oh, we can play in the street.
Mm-hmm.
Sister sure almost got hit by a car, and it was like a literal like Hollywood movie scene where my dad had to like tackle her, and like they hit the ground and cut up and everything, and I was like,
ooh. All right. With all of these dangerous moments in mind. Oh, yes, Sel. You with the pink shirt.
I remembered a thing.
Oh, yes.
So this requires a little bit of knowledge about me. I have a very small fear of large dogs because of this moment.
Oh, okay.
So I was playing outside as a child does. I think I was about 4. I was really young. I was 3 or 4 years old. And my dad was talking to a couple other dads. Like, we lived in a like cul-de-sac sort of neighborhood, so everyone, like, there was barely any cars that ever drove by, so it was fine for a kid to play in the street. And suddenly, we hear a door open for one of the doors, and a dog just comes shooting out of the house. And me being a small child, it does not matter what breed the dog is. In my tiny little head, I think anything that's running at me is going to kill me. This was a golden retriever, just for mental purposes. And this dog does a scan as he's running and sees me and just books it. And so I, terrified, run to my dad and just keep saying, pick me up, Dad, get me off the ground, I need to be off the ground now. And my dad's like, what's going on? And I'm like pointing at the dog as it's running at me. And so my dad picks me up, and the owner of the dog like suddenly is like poking his head outside the house being like, where did my dog go? And that dog was just wanting to play with me.
Of course.
Very clearly from how much its tail was wagging.
Mm-hmm.
But my tiny brain did not understand the difference between running at me to kill me and running at me to play with me.
Sounds about right. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. And
that's so funny because I have a similar fear of overexcited large dogs because of similar childhood experiences.
All right. So let's get into our recap. So last week on Monsters and Other Childish Things, our intrepid kids dealt with the fallout of Harper getting grounded. Well, Purvi, Evie, and Ollie looked through the things they stole. Ollie managed to sneak a keycard from his dad's belongings. They reviewed the briefcase from Ms. Nulla. Purvi grabbed literally everything she could from her house to prep for next steps. The kids then got together to conspire to break Harper out of her house. Purvi had the brilliant idea to get a ton of old sheets from her house and turn them into a long rope and grapple hook her way up to Harper's room. Evie went around the house to find the back door. Ollie called Michael to get him to help them get to FILCO. Simultaneously, Harper realized something was amiss and found things to be a little too quiet downstairs. As Evie was discovering something awry in the backyard, Purvi got up to Harper's window and found her bedroom empty, and the horror dawned on Harper that maybe her parents were taken. Realizing that Harper's parents were gone, the kids escalated at each other in the backyard instead of solving problems when Michael arrived with an impatient honking from his car in the front yard. The kids ran to the front of the house and had the awkward conversation with Michael about infiltrating FILCO. They found Michael with a new friend, Chris, and on the road, Ollie caught but did not register that something might be going on between those two boys. Oh, and everybody knows about monsters now in the car, so Michael has to deal with that trauma. Upon arriving at FILCO, the kids opted to sneak their way past the cameras to get to the FILCO corporate tower at the center of the campus. Weaving their way in the dark towards the building, the kids and their monsters left Michael and Chris behind after checking the security booth. They knocked out the cameras on the way, got through the locked gate at the office tower, found the lasers at the entrance, and made them visible with a fire extinguisher. The kids then began to find their way around the lasers, floating up, going through, going over. When Evie failed to get through without hitting them. Dropping down, she knocked out the lasers and triggered 2 horrific and unearthly howls somewhere in the bowels of the building. What do you do?
I unhook. I have the 2 wire trash cans in my hands, and I unhook one and put it on my head and get ready to bash whatever's coming with the other one.
All right, you can all start to hear a thrashing in the office space beyond the hallway. Like it sounds like chairs and desks and cubicles are just being thrown aside. And there is something rushing in your direction. You all have maybe one action. What do you do?
So we're being sandwiched? Am I understanding this correctly?
So you're in a long hallway. There's an elevator at the long end with like golden doors.
Okay.
And then the hallway opens to the right past some desks, and it's dark inside, and all you can't see anything, but you can hear something or some things rushing towards you, ignoring the physical barriers of the desks and cubicles.
Okay, so they're both coming from the same place.
Yes.
And okay, I was imagining from like outside and one from the hall.
Yes, and your monsters are growing very agitated because they can feel something monstrous coming.
I run for the elevator.
You already took your action, Porvy.
Okay.
What about Ollie and Harper and Evie? Harper, I'm putting you on the spot. What are you doing right now? Quick.
I think Harper is just sort of looking around, like, what's going to happen next? She's sort of like seeing if other people are ready.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone looks like they're like panicking, Harper might try to stop the panic.
Okay. Hold on to that for a minute. Ollie, what are you doing?
But I don't know. Ollie's drawing his bat, and will tell Squick to open the elevator.
All right, Evie, what are you doing?
Evie wants to follow Purvy's instructions. However, she does not want to split up. Splitting up would be very bad, and nobody else is running. So I think she hides behind Purvy, I think is what happens.
And does Purvy, do you have the trash cans on your head right now? Is that what we decided?
I just put one trash can on my head, and I have the other one.
Like, I'm assuming to, like a huge tall helmet and just a long shield.
Yeah, essentially.
Perfect. Okay. God, I love these kids. All of your monsters are just growing agitated and can no longer like stay within their hidden forms, and they are in their like true horrific like visionary selves as these 2 horrible creatures rush into the hallway, blasting against the wall on the opposite side and turning to look at you. And you see 2 dark entities staring at you. They are winged humanoid figures that are difficult to look out. They suck all the light around inside, and they look darker than the space around them, which is not lit. They have these glowing, horrible eyes that pierce your soul.
So Miss Busy takes out her taser.
Okay, so what does everybody want to do?
Mia, you're muted.
Yes. I told Squick to open the elevator, which hopefully, I don't know if that'll be his action for the turn.
Yeah, I think you need a face roll of some kind to convince him to open the elevator and not just attack.
Okay, I'm going to... like charm is what you're thinking?
Yeah, well, any one of them, depending on how you want to do it, would be applicable.
I'll try to charm him.
Okay.
That's 2 10s.
Okay, so yeah, he's like, one tentacle goes up and he salutes you, and then he just flies as quickly as he can over to the elevator and boops that button. All right. Who has something they want to do next?
So thank you for the experience points over our past sessions, Juicy, because I was able to add the taser as a functional part of Miss Bitsy. It is a monster part now.
What does it look like on her? Where is it?
So it's just part of the sticky, tricky claws. She's just holding it in her hand one of the four, you know.
So your update to your monster part is that she's holding a gun.
Yes, actually, I made it a useful trait because the Sticky Tricky Claws already had the attack trait. They were already doubly wicked fast. They were already useful for grab and keep and grab, so I added useful taser and also awesome times 2. I felt like was appropriate.
I support that. Okay, so
I'm hoping with the making it a useful trait is more of a stunning thing rather than doing damage.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Yeah. May I roll for that?
You may. So we're going to call Dark Entity 1 the one closer to you. Dark Entity 2 will be the one closer to the elevator, slightly further away. We're
going for 1 because it's closer to me, and I think her first priority here is protecting Evie. As always. So, and with awesome times 2, that means I get to change one of them. I already had 2 7s, so we're going to make that 3 7s.
Okay. Heck. So, this was the taser, so it's useful. So we're going to say it can stun the Dark Entity for width -1 rounds.
Okay.
Because those are the rules is written for a lot of these things is width -1 for duration.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm going to use that later. I'm just saying. I'm planning on something. So we're going to go with that. So that means for 2 rounds, this Dark Entity is just sizzling and convulsing. Yeah,
right in the chest, right in the center of that chest. Miss Bitsy just came in and
yeah. What do we got? What do we got from Purvi?
Purvi is going to awkwardly undo the net and Mango trap the other one, and Mango is going to take in his giant pseudopod arms, take the net and try to trap the other one.
Okay, so what parts are you using here? What's going on? So just the pseudopod arms. What's their ability here that you're using?
Can I use? I think the fact that we're sharing, so I'm saying, do this, and he's doing the same action except bigger and with the net.
Oh, so you want the sharing to go in reverse?
Yes.
I'll let it go. Yeah, so what we're going to say is this would restrain the creature from moving around quickly for width -1 rounds.
Okay.
I love the sound of so many D10s in the morning. It's currently 7 p.m., but
that is 3 5s.
Okay, so yeah, it is wrapped, it is restrained. Harper, what's going on with you and Fruit Loop?
First, before I ask Fruit Loop to do anything, I want to ascertain if my attack ability, aka my monster's attack ability, his large body, if that would be a thing that he could use in this circumstance.
Like a body slam, you're saying?
Yeah. Is this hallway, first of all, tall enough and big enough?
Only just.
And secondly, are these the sorts of enemies that a physical attack would work on? I want to understand that.
Well, remember these are monsters, so physical doesn't really matter.
Monster on monster violence always works.
It's true. That's science.
We're just gonna go. We're gonna do it.
And the body has an attack quality, right?
Yep. Quality, attack, and defend. Tough 3. Area 2. Gnarly 4.
Area 2?
Yeah.
Oh, so then it'll get both if you succeed.
Yeah.
Oh, he's such a big boy, and I forgot how big he is.
I put everything into this one thing so that I was like, I know for certain this is going to work every time.
That's fine. I support you. Do it.
2 7s.
2 7s. So that's 1 damage. So describe to me, you have one twitching, vibrating dark entity, and then you have another one in a soccer net. And he slams into both. Just paint me a word picture here.
So Harper looks to Fruit Loop, who exited the wall at some point when he started feeling the monsters were coming. She looks up to him and she like gives a nod. She's like, "Go for it."
He's like, yeah!
And he linebacker runs.
Oh
them.
yeah, I imagine he kind of like leans in and Naruto runs.
Absolutely. And then just at the last second, he jumps like a Mario character, and like he's like starfishes out and goes cannonball.
Yes. Okay. Amazing. Can every child roll me feat of some kind? Let's take a look at the character sheet quick. I'd say this is a dodge. This has to be dodge.
That's the one feat thing I have any skill in.
Heck yeah.
I'm still not good at it. Didn't do it.
Okay.
3 2s and 3 4s.
You are a darn rock, girl. Just steady. You are a freaking tank. An 8-year-old tank.
Can I protect someone with that?
I will let you choose one of your friends to steady.
I believe
did not pass.
I believe Evie was right next to me. So
I was canonically hiding behind her.
Yes.
I turn around, pick up Evie, and just like we just go.
I've always imagined
amazing.
Evie being taller than you too. I don't know if she actually, like, if we ever actually establish how tall our characters are, because none of us know how tall 8-year-olds are in real life, I don't think.
Yeah.
But I've always
Evie is
imagined
totally
Evie being taller, yeah.
Okay, great, amazing. So, Harper and Ollie, you just kind of tumble on your asses. You're not hurt, but like you're prone. We'll count you as prone. So you got to like stand up next round. You can't do anything with this big slam other than some verbal command. And Evie is steadied by rock solid Porvy, who could live through any earthquake. That's what I've just learned. Watch out for her, LA. Boom. So now the dark entities have their turn. Now, number one, it cannot do anything. It's too busy twitching. However, Dark Entity 2, if it could smile, it would. But it can't. So what I am going to say is that its piercing gaze locks on to Marvelous Mango, and the lights shine beams onto him. And with a success, we have 2 7s, 2 5s, 2 2s. So the 2 7s, we have a success. Marvelous Mango is goes completely flat affect and kind of starts like tilting around and is just in a complete daze. And there's like an echoing disembodied laughter. Who wants to go next?
Juicy, did you know that you can't sneeze with your eyes open?
Yes, otherwise they'd pop out.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I think Miss Bitsy is gonna go, and use another useful trait I have, also wicked fast, also doubly awesome, the busy buzzing wings, which shed pixie dust that cause uncontrollable sneezing, on the one that is wrapped in the soccer net, hoping to disable that part at least temporarily.
Okay, we'll try for that.
So, fun fact, now that I did these upgrades, almost every single monster part I roll 5, no matter, like, there's one that I don't roll 5.
Yup, okay.
Okay, and it is doubly awesome, so I get to change one of these. Should I go width or height, gang?
Width is the
You're
one that
all
matters.
muted.
Height's not gonna matter.
Width is the one that matters? Okay, then I have 3 4s.
All right, then that is... Yeah, so if your goal was to get it to sneeze and shut its eyes and to break the gaze, the damage is already done.
Mm-hmm.
But what we'll say is, because you wanted her to focus on that effect and not like a stun with the uncontrollable sneezing, we'll give you 1 round instead of the 2 for uncontrollable sneezing, because your intention was different than the outcome.
Cool.
So
Excellent.
yeah, so it's going to be stunned, and both of these creatures will be unable to attack or move next round. So well
Yes.
done, Evie and Miss Bitsy. All right, who wants to go next?
I think
Can
Ollie
I-
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Can I do it again?
A body slam? The way you say that, I love it. Yes, I love that. I love how excited you
Okay.
are.
It's my favorite thing. Cool. All right. I'm assuming Fruit Loop is already nearby, so we don't get the exciting build up this time.
Yeah. Yeah, so I'm gonna imagine he kind of like stands up and just slaps down like a wet seal. I don't know
Yes.
why I'm using that. Doesn't make any sense. It's fine. We all get what I'm saying. It's like a. All right. So yeah, you got a bunch of doubles. So going with the 2 8s, that means you're gonna do 1 damage again to both of these creatures, and that will be in the 8. Alrighty. So you are chipping away at these creatures. Well done. Who's next?
As that's happening, Ollie goes to stand up and he just yells, out of character.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to be closer to the elevator right now? Does anyone feel particularly worried that they're gonna get their stuff rocked if Marvelous Mango maybe does something bad?
I don't have like Harper herself does not have any actual physical attack abilities of any kind.
Yeah.
So it's probably better for her to be at the back.
Okay. So then Ollie standing up just goes, Squick, get Harper, and commands Squick to use telekinesis to draw Harper further back and hopefully out of attack range of whatever's gonna happen.
All right, roll it. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Roll that bean footage.
I want this to fail for comedy.
No. I can add a
Was
die,
my
right?
failure not enough for you, Juicy?
No. I'm hungry for all of your failure. That's just the way I am.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay, what'd you
2
get?
9s.
2 9s. Great. So that means this is done with a plum. So suddenly, I imagine Squick like holds like his little fake teacup in one hand and just takes a fake slurp. But like he's big now and horrible to look at with the tiny teacup that's like a demi-toss. And then like 2 tentacles come up at what would be his temples, and he thinks really hard. And then Harper, you just kind of lift up. And you just kind of wobbly, like go through the air past all the action. You have the 2 dazed, horrible creatures you get really close to. How does Harper feel about that?
I think for a moment she feels like the tension in her rise, like almost like one of those like thermometer meters of like when you point at something it starts going
Uh-huh.
starts what it feels like in her head. Like that ticking noise is just getting louder. But then when she's over past them, it's like starts to die, and she's like, "Okay, I'm doing better now. I'm okay."
Okay, that's fine. I was going to see if I needed to make you roll to freak out, but that tracks. I accept that narrative. So yeah, Squick just like you get real close to those creatures, but and like the like twitching, buzzing, like electricity on the one of them gets real close, but you keep your cool and you just sort of wobble your way through the air over to Squick and just sort of settle down like a little angel. All right. What does Porvi do?
So, has the elevator doors opened yet?
No.
Okay. She's going to start running. Mango is dazed.
Yep.
She's going to start running at the scary monster and say, "Leave Mango alone," and hit him with the trash can.
Roll trash can.
Okay. Roll trash can. Cool.
And we've determined in the past that is feet plus PE, right?
It is trash can.
Oh, you have a special trash can skill. Got
Yes.
It's
Yep.
under the feet skill, though, right?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
invented skills such as trash can and girl boss.
Yeah.
Okay, that is 2 7s.
You know, it's really funny because I was reading the rules earlier and I read a sentence that I never clicked in my head before. I just always missed it, which is that children are on the same wavelength as monsters. So when they hit monsters, they hurt monsters too. They're the only people that can. So that is what number was that?
That's 2 7s.
And I assume this is the netted monster.
Yes.
So that is 1 damage in the 7 with trash can.
And,
Right in the 7.
and then Porvy looks at Mango. Let's go. We don't have time for this.
And he's just like, okay.
Can I take my turn?
Yes. Wait, didn't you already or no?
Well, it would be she was the last one in the.
Yes. Well, so yeah, we'll loop back to that in a sec. Because what we see here is the 2 creatures, one with like the jostling electricity, the other one sneezing. It doesn't have a mouth, but somehow it's sneezing without a mouth or nose. It's like racking. And then suddenly, like at the end of their turn, they kind of come to, and they're like mouthless, almost featureless faces with the eyes and their gaze look down at Purvi. What do you do, Evie?
Evie is now kind of standing in the middle of everything because her human shield. Sorry, Purvi. She didn't mean it that way, but let's be honest.
She meant it that way, but it's fine.
Her guardian angel, actually. We're gonna go with that term instead. Purvi has left her. But I think Miss Bitsy, I'm gonna use another useful trait in a way that was not intended. The prismatic peepers that have hypnotic suggestion. Miss Bitsy is going to fly in Mango's face and go, snap out of it! You have to get him out of here! And try to use her suggestion to overcome this shadow thing's piercing gaze.
Okay.
And snap him out of it faster so he can do something this round. Shit. Nope. Didn't do it.
That's fine, because just as that happens, you see him snap out of it because he was only locked in for 1 round.
You know what? That's fine. We're sticking together. So,
yep. Miss Bitsy thinks she's done it. Well, absolutely.
She pause for very loud motorcycle. She very much is like, I'm finally being useful in a fight.
I think she's like got little devil horns with her bug hands out. She's like screaming in Marvelous Mango's face.
And one of the forearms is waving the taser wildly. Yeah.
Yes, with wild abandon. It almost gets Marvelous Mango, but doesn't quite. All right, who's next? Ollie, what do you want to do?
I think Ollie finally gets back on his feet, has the bat, and is happy seeing Harper away from the fray, but then looks at Porvy standing in front of these 2 big monsters, and then is taken over by a surge of courage that I don't know if Ollie has ever felt before. Like, there's a difference in pretending that you're a superhero and, like, you know, playing with your friends or, you know, daydreaming. But it's in the sense that, like, it's like he's on pure instinct. And he goes and he rushes up and he saw that Porvy did some damage and he just swings for a home run on, I'll say the other one that's not in the net.
All right, give me, is it feet plus PE, right? Yes.
Yes.
Yep. Either give me PE or kicking. You're using a baseball bat. Both count.
Yeah.
I would also accept maybe a hands plus punching.
Yeah, I was going to say, on the chance that Ollie's hands are better.
Yeah.
They are not. Could I add... Oh gosh, I'm sorry, Porvy. Can I add a relationship die from my
I think that makes sense because Porvy is direct inspiration here. I encourage that mostly for the pain you'll feel when you fail.
Okay.
Ollie can use
If.
all the relationship dice, right?
2
Yep.
nines.
You did.
Yes!
You just did it. Oh gosh. So yeah, So are you? Which one did you go after? The one with the net or the one that was jilted?
Jilted.
Okay. So then you hit it in the 9 and do 1 damage with your baseball bat, and Ollie feels powerful.
He's
What
just
does Ollie do right there? What does he say?
He comes in sweeping, almost like kind of like half sliding in on a knee, and just goes really, really swings hard and uses that momentum to dig the wooden bat deep into the side, and just goes, "Stay away from my friend!" And just
Yeah, and
full-
even though it has like this amorphous shadowy body, he feels it make contact and there is a crack somewhere. What does Squick do?
Squick, is he by the elevator? Because I know that was like my
Yes.
first. Okay, I think if hopefully like without me having to command, he would have known to like open the elevator and get the portal at least open for now.
Well, you hit the button, so the elevator will open whenever it opens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then I think
Unless you want Squick to open it into an empty hole.
No.
Hmm.
I think Squick then will probably start to make his way towards the fight now that like, hey, Harper's away, and yeah.
Okay. I mean, it's close enough, and he's a monster, so monsters move real fast. He could make it up to the fight and do something.
Oh, dope. Then I will have him. He's gonna come up top, almost like dynamic duo style. Ollie gets the knees, and then Squick comes up on top with its whirring, jellyfish maw underneath, and just starts.
Very garbage disposal-esque, honestly.
Yes.
Okay. So attack. Which one are you attacking? The netted one or the jilted one?
Jilted.
Okay.
This one's not. This is gnarly 2. 2 5s.
Okay, so that hits in the 5. All right, and yeah, so describe how Squick hits the shadowy miasma of this creature.
In his full form, I think he kind of puts the teacup on his head just because like he needs to focus on this power move. And then just
Like a
kind of
tiny hat.
like a pencil sharpener or like a cheese grater. Just like it's a shadowy creature, so it's not like there's like flesh and whatever coming apart, but there's like bits of shadow that are like dissipating everywhere.
Yeah, and is he like wrapping around it?
Yeah, he's like wrapping around it, and then almost like it's like literally being erased with an eraser from.
Yeah, I kind of imagine like buzzsaw noises out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, who's next?
I will go. So, Marvelous Mango snaps out of it and sees that they're looking at Porvy and goes ahead and attacks the one that's still in a net. He's going to use his sharp, curved beak to attack.
Okay.
Mango rolls so many dice.
That is 3 2s, but I have awesome 2.
Oh.
So I'm going to make one of these a 2. So that's 4 2s, and it's gnarly 5. So I believe that's 8 damage.
Gnarly 5?
Yes.
So describe how you snap off this thing's wings.
Just like the beak just goes as like lightning, just like. That's totally good. That's good noises for the podcast, right?
That works. Okay. We'll accept that. Thank you. So he like goes up and just with his beak just snaps off these like shadowy wing-like forms, and I imagine gobbles them down for some reason.
Yes.
Well, he has like tiny vestigial wings, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah, he's absorbing their power for sure.
Yeah, and it's just so nasty. Like you can hear these wet crunches as he's just gobbling them down like a bird. All right.
Orvie, meanwhile,
Yes.
also sees that they're coming for her. And again, the pseudopod arms have the sharing feature.
Uh-huh.
Also, wicked fast, defend, and tough 3. And she is basically, her arms are gonna go up to protect her, and you can almost see like the pseudopod arms, like a visage of the pseudopod arms like coming up like a shield.
Yeah, I imagine like her arms go all noodly and like the arms wrap around her in a coil. Roll to defend.
Okay.
Because you are gonna get attacked.
All right. That is 2 8s, 10s, or 7s.
All right, keep those, and we're gonna get to it. All the kids have gone, right?
Evie actually has not gone. Miss Bitsy did, but Evie did not.
Oh, okay. What is Evie doing? And then we'll get to Harper.
I'm gonna also use a sharing trait here. Just to clarify, they're both able to attack now. Is that right, or just the one in the net? Is the jilted one still jilted? They both can.
Yes.
Okay, and it seems like my companions have which one kind of semi-cover?
They've
neither.
been attacking both.
They've been attacking both.
One is not really more covered than the other, because what I'm imagining here is that Squick is on top of the Dark Entity number 1 and just like grinding down.
I need eye contact, so we're going with Dark Entity number 2 then.
Yep.
Evie and Miss Bitsy has the sharing trait on the prismatic peepers with the hypnotic suggestion. So I think while she is making that suggestion to get Mango to snap out of it, and Mango is snapped out of it, Miss Bitsy makes eye contact with Evie. Evie looks and makes eye contact with the creature. You don't want to hurt us, do you? And she's going to use hypnotic suggestion to try and get it to not hurt us.
Okay. Roll to see how long see if you succeed, and if so, how long it lasts.
Okay. 4 6s. I shit you not. I rolled 5d10 and I got 4 6s.
Okay. So that is 3
I'm taking a photo of this. Oh my god.
Yep. So that was for, I'm going to just call it Annette. I'm naming her Annette. Annette has 3 rounds.
It's Bianca, because it was number B. So it's Bianca, and the first one's Annette.
But number 2 has the net.
Oh. That's amazing.
We were going for 2 different pun schemes here, okay?
Yeah,
it's
I'm
fine.
detecting character bleed, and I love it. All right. So, Annette has 3 rounds of being just mesmerized by your beautiful anime eyes. And Harper, what are you doing?
Okay. So, I have some questions first.
Yes.
So, I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
But that requires something that I've never seen anyone else do, so I don't think I'm allowed to do it.
Well, let me hear you out.
How many times have I done that? So
can my monster use 2 abilities to do the same, almost the same thing?
You can do 2 different
myself,
actions
in order to help a result, essentially.
Okay, describe what you want to do, because you can do multiple actions.
So, firstly, I want Harper to use Big Mouth.
Okay.
To stun whatever one is not currently stunned.
And Big Mouth has sharing as a quality, right? Then yeah, you can absolutely do that. And sharing, you're doing the move, so that has not been taking the monster's action.
Yeah, we haven't gotten to the thing that we haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
So I'll roll that first.
Yeah, do it. All right.
4.
Oh my god.
4 2s.
So that is 3 rounds of being stunned by sound. So we'll paint a word picture here for what this is like.
So when Harper uses Big Mouth, it's like her insults just become that much harsher and
Mhm.
that much harder for whatever the target is to handle
Mhm.
hearing. So I think Harper would say something along the lines of, "You aren't even cool looking. What the hell?"
And because this is a magical attack, you can kind of see Dark Creature 1 just slump and withdraw into its own body as it is just consumed by self-loathing. Okay.
Amazing.
I'm
So
imagining
you have
such a dramatic reverb on it.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
You're
or and like a
not
little
echoes
even
distortion.
and, like, bounce.
cool.
I
It
love
like
this.
echoes and bounces off the walls.
God, you have just all of you have just completely wrecked these monsters so far. They have a lot of hit points left, but like it's totally rendering them useless. I'm having fun. So one of them, the first one, closer to where you all were before, it sort of withdraws into itself and like it starts like folding inward unnaturally, and its wings kind of close around it. And the other one that Fruit Loop or no, that the Marvelous Mango had attacked is dazed, right? So what was the other thing you wanted to do with Fruit Loop's turn?
So the one that's not stunned by me, the one that
Yes.
has actually, I want to clarify. How many rounds are each one stunned for? So the one that I
3.
just did is 3.
They're both 3
What
right
are the
now.
other? Okay, fantastic. Okay, which means I'm gonna hold back on the thing. Should I save it or should I ask you still?
Save it for when you want to use it. Context
Cool.
may change.
Then I'm just gonna get Fruit Loop to large body everything again.
You have friends right there in the area.
Ooh. Well, if I don't use that, I can't use anything.
It's up to you. If you want to hurt your friends, that's fine by me.
I guess not.
All right. Do you have anything else you could do? Anything you could get creative with the monster abilities? What about your usefuls? What do you have for useful things?
My stretchy arms and my helpful hands are both useful.
Okay. Given that the creatures are stunned, I doubt you can do much there because there's not really much else to do but like destroy them so you can get to the elevator safely. And currently the elevator has a ding and the doors start to open.
Do I have movement? Am I allowed to move?
You already took an action, so no. But
Okay.
we're going back to the top of the round. The monsters are dazed or just withdrawn and sad. So they can't do anything this round. You all have completely like neutered them. So
Run!
who wants to go first? Harper,
We
do you
have to
want to
run,
run?
right?
Yeah, do you want
Yeah.
let's start with Harper this time. So Harper, what do you
Yeah.
do?
Harper, recognizing that everything's like seems to be like, okay, we can just sort of avoid this from now on. She just call out and say, "Guys, come over." And she would get in the elevator. And if she could hold the elevator in some way to make sure it doesn't close or something, she
Oh
would
yeah,
try to
this
do that
is a
also.
golden elevator with a keep open button and a close button. You're fine. You can just hold the
Cool.
keep open button. I imagine you might have been here on like take your daughter to work day with your mom. And like she arranged for her office to have a tiny little desk next to it with a small computer. So you've been in this elevator before because your mom works in the C-suite.
Adorable.
Yeah. So given
If only
that,
she didn't do employee performance reviews. It'd be so cute if it wasn't for that.
she has high expectations. What are you gonna do? Does Fruit Loop do anything?
I think Fruit Loop has the capacity to like grab people if people aren't moving. Let's say
Loop
like people
could,
like are.
Fruit Loop could rescue the soccer net.
Okay.
Your priorities are perfect. Please never change your priorities.
Harper would not think of that, so you would have to ask. Purvi would have to say something. Because Harper would just not.
So the question is Purvi smart enough to think about it and say something?
No.
Okay, so Fruit Loop does what Fruit Loop does. Which
I'm just gonna say the Fruit Loop comes over to where I am. Again, I feel like he's the sort of individual who, rather than walk or jog, he's always sprinting everywhere, no matter what.
Yes, lumbering.
Does he
and
start
sprinting.
info dumping about the elevator game at you?
A, yes. B, I imagine he's gonna like block the doorway to the elevator. He's gonna stand in front of it. So all you see is Fruit Loop's back and like yes. That's what you see is Fruit Loop's giant back. Okay, who wants to go next?
Marvelous Mango's gonna attack again.
All right. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Okay, so let me see. 5, a 5. I have 2 8s. I have 2 4s. Okay, so we did the 8s already, so we'll go with the 5s. So that's 3 5s, gnarly 5. So that's 7 in the 5s.
7 in the 5. And this was Annette, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yep, Annette. So, what does it look like when he does all that damage in the shadowy miasma?
The beak goes down and grabs a bit of the shadowy miasma and just starts pulling it like it's a spaghetti noodle, slowly stripping it of its shadowy miasma.
Yeah, and I think even though it can't react because it's dazed from the peepers, there is a disembodied scream from somewhere, and it rocks you to your core. Can you roll me to freak out?
Oh, sure.
Because it's so long and excruciating. And Marvelous Mango is enjoying this.
Okay, that is...
It's almost like we've created a monster or something weird.
That is 2 4s and 2 5s.
Okay, you keep her cool, but some part of your brain is recognizing that monster is in italics sometimes. Okay, who's next?
Oh, and Purvi is going to hit with the trash can again.
Okay.
With the trash can.
All right, Annette?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so roll to hit Annette.
Okay, so that is... It is 2 7s or 2 10s.
Juicy, you're muted.
You pick whichever you want.
The 10s.
All right. So, how do you hit it in the eyes, damaging its piercing gaze?
It just... She takes it and she just starts slamming it.
And like, because the arms are still noodly?
Yeah.
Boom, boom, boom. Okay, great. And I never got to attack you. I'm so sad. All right. Or Ollie, because Ollie was also going to get hit. All right. So who's next?
You're muted.
You're muted, Evie.
You know, it happens to the best of us, okay?
Yep,
we all do it sometimes.
We're professionals
Miss
here.
Bitsy is just going feral at this point, and she hasn't really gone ham hardly at all in this entire series, and she has finally had a taste of power now that she has a taser. And she's not going to attack with a taser because her needle sharp teeth are more dangerous to attack with. So she is going to go, I think she is teaming up with Mango here, and gonna go for the Annette together with her cousin, I think I decided. So I'm gonna roll for needle sharp teeth attack.
Okay.
Sorry, this is a lot of dice. Okay, 2 3s and 2 6s.
Okay. Whichever you pick, 3s or 6s.
Does it make a difference that I have gnarly 2?
You know, only that it will do more damage.
Okay, cool.
Actually, I'm not going to tell you that. So you get to pick 3s or 6s.
Okay, cool. We're going to go for the 3s, I think.
Okay. So, boop.
All good things come in 3s. Or bad things, too.
All right. Do you want to go up or down?
Up.
Okay. So, how do you destroy the shadowy miasma?
So we are continuing in the, so these are needle sharp teeth. This is very much like, just imagine like a kid drawing shark teeth, just the zigzag here, like bear trap here, paper shredder, baby.
Oh God.
I think it is a thing of like, she bites onto miasma and like rips it off, like ripping a wrapper off of something. Or ripping his skin off, and it just shreds.
Yeah, I imagine her mouth gets really wide, and her head
definitely
kind of opens, and it's just
to
like
the
chomp,
ears.
chomp, chomp, and it's just like slurpy noises as like Marvelous Mango is like noodling the other side, and you're just left with this like inverted husk of a body that was beneath this dark miasma that was hard to look at, that sucked in all the light, and it's just like this Tim Burton-esque desiccated stick figure of a body with an oversized horrible head with like a tiny mouth and tiny nostrils and those huge gazing white eyes.
Thank you for saying stick figure, because that made it way less scary for me. Evie is going to run up to Pervy, grab her wrist, and be like, the elevator is here, we have to get out! And try to drag Pervy with her to go to the elevator. You're muted, babe.
Oh, okay.
All right. So you two acted. So Harper or Ollie? Let's say Harper. Yeah, wait, you did go, didn't you? Yes.
She's in the elevator.
Ollie.
Ollie seeing Evie starting to encourage Porvy to run. Ollie's going to get ready to run himself, but hearing these far off like voices and screaming, like very much Puppet Master creepy vibes, I think Ollie looks at Squick, and not even like a verbal command, kind of like almost like maybe using Squick's mind reading powers.
He's using the shinning.
Yes. And because he's kind of on top of the other one eating away at his brain anyway, so maybe eating the brain matter, he's like reading some memories and gaining some information. So I would like to use Bellbrain for its useful, which is mind or emotion reading.
Okay. So it reads a roll first.
Okay.
And just for the record, I went for Pervy because Ollie likes violence a little bit less, and I trusted him to run away on his own more.
Yes, very fair.
To be fair, all of her violence is in support of protecting people.
Oh, clearly. But she's a violent child.
Okay, I did not succeed, but is tension still a thing here?
You know what? Let's say yes.
Okay, then I'll take attention.
Okay, that means I need to update tension. Ooh-wee. I have so many things open on my screen and I was not expecting this request. I love it. I love it. That's not a complaint. Where is the tension? I don't know. I was on roll 20. So here's
You could
what
also
I
just
will-
do psychic damage.
Yeah.
You had the
I had
tension
2
tracker
tension
underhanded.
lats.
Oh, that's why. Haha. Thank you. I will find that handout immediately. Where is it? I remember how to use roll 20. There it is. Okay. Tension tracker right here. Edit. So Ollie, you go up by 1. And I would like you, as a matter of fact, to roll tension for that. Because I think that you're going to get some of the psychic like
feedback
from this, yeah. And it's really scary.
And that's just is it
a roll a
courage?
d10?
Oh, just a single d10. That's right.
Yep.
You have to roll under your or over your tension number. Is that right? I'm trying to remember how this mechanic worked.
Roll a d10. Wait, stat plus skill. So you already rolled to make this work, so that's fine. So what we're gonna say is roll a d10 plus your current tension.
Plus my tension. Okay. So I should be at 3 total now, right?
Yeah. You're at 5 total.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
3 plus 5 is 8.
Okay. Your head is swimming. And the guilt of how much trouble you might get into is really getting to you. And just think for a second here. You stole your dad's ID card to sneak into this facility. You put his job at risk. You made Michael and his new friend drive you here. And if you get hurt, how badly is Michael going to get in trouble? You are putting your whole family at risk. So, I need you to put a relationship into shock.
Ooh. So that just drops to 1, right?
To
Or I
0.
just lose it to 0.
You just lose access to it for the
You
time
lose
being.
access to it until you spend quality time with this person. Is there anyone in your family who you have a relationship with marked?
I mean, Michael. I would, if I'm having.
I think it's going to be Michael. You're putting that relationship into shock because you realize suddenly the trouble you might have put your brother in to help you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, as this is happening, as Squick is like gaining this like mental information, it's like hitting Ollie in waves, and Ollie starts to tear up. I think he stumbles back, his glasses fall and they break on the floor, and he's just blinking, blurry eyed, and everything, and just goes, "What am I doing? I'm not a hero. I'm just a stupid kid." And just drops the bat too.
Okay. Yeah. So in all of this chaos, Ollie just kind of realizes he's just a kid. And I don't think he can do anything now. I think that's the rest of the turn. Yeah, so put that relationship at 0 and we'll deal with that when we see Michael later. Who's next? Did everybody go this turn?
Does what happens so Mia did that so that it would succeed, right?
Yeah. Oh, right, yes. So at the same time, part of this is like you are almost stunned with the shared overflow, the psychic overflow. And what you get a vision of is nothing for a long time. Absolutely nothing. And then suddenly there's a burst of consciousness and you see Harvey Marblehead, and not like the pictures you've seen online, but this like rumpled, wild, almost filthy version of Harvey Marblehead, just cackling over having created this thing. And all you feel are waves of malice and anger and hate as you feel the hopes and dreams of kids just being eaten and destroyed.
Is it possible that that feeling of I'm just a stupid kid, I can't do anything is from
I think so.
also to be the public rules defender here? We have
Yes.
slept since the last time we engaged with the tension mechanic, and it does say sleeping overnight does reduce your tension.
Hands off the chess piece for now.
Okay.
That is just what I had documented, but you're probably right. So,
I'm fine to keep it. I think with how stressful this entire
Oh yeah,
no,
100%.
it made narrative
Yeah.
sense, and I think it was great. I will adjust these tension numbers a little lower because of that reason while we're playing.
I'm not wearing glasses, but pretend I just pushed them up.
Yeah, no, thank you for that one, because that's not so much teacher, you forgot the homework, so much as teacher, you suck at your job. So that's fine.
No, that was me being a public defender, baby.
Wow.
So
All right. Yeah. All right. So with that, the creatures are still dazed and stunned. So we're back at the top of the round. That being the case, who wants to go first?
I'm imagining us like running past as Ollie drops the baseball bat. Is that a fair?
I think we start turning when Ollie drops the baseball.
We hear the bat. Yeah, it would be loud. It's a hard floor in here, right? Tile?
Yeah, it's tile.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just for the record, everyone's so Porvy's at 1 tension, Ollie's at 2, Evie, you're at 1, Harper is at 2. And Harper's at 2 because you're worried about your family.
Mm-hmm.
I put up 4 fingers, but that's because there are 4 of you, and I forgot how to count with my hand. So there we are. So
I didn't even notice.
Who's running to the elevator? Which kids? We know Harper's already there.
So I think Porvy, she turns around, she hears Evie, she turns around, she's ready to run, but next to her, Ollie drops the bat and says, "What am I doing? I'm just a kid." And she's going to turn and hold Ollie and say, "You're a hero to me."
Roll. What's your charm at right now? Roll some face plus charm.
Okay. That is 6. I do have some charm. That is 2 10s.
Yes.
Amazing. That gets through to Ollie. And what I'll say is Ollie can have the wherewithal to pick that baseball bat back up if he wants.
Yeah, I think hearing that from Porvy and just like maybe still reeling from like this psychic lash of negative emotions and such, hearing Porvy's voice and that positive affirmation, there's like a quick montage of all the fun times that we've had together in the past week, and Ollie just kind of blinks, sniffles, wipes his nose, and goes, "Avengers, a thimble." Picks up the bat and starts running with Porvy and Evie towards Harper.
Oh, that's so precious.
I'm
I love it.
imagining the 3 of us just running straight into Fruit Loop's big furry wall of a body and just trying to, like, imagining we're gonna blorp into the elevator through Fruit Loop somehow.
Yeah, like Homer backing up into the head.
Yeah, exactly.
But face first, yes. So that's fine. What are your monsters doing right now, do you think?
Oh,
I don't think you're pulling these monsters away from murder right now.
Attacking.
Yeah. So, Porvy, yeah, you can do your monster attack. We'll then go to Ollie, and then we'll go to Evie, and then Harper.
Okay, let us see here. Okay, I see 3 6s. Awesome means I get to make that 1 more 6, so that's 4 6s. That is +5 and 3, 8
That
in the
beak
6.
is so ridiculous, dude.
And I can only imagine that this is wait. So how many damage are you doing?
8 in the 6.
8 in the 6. Okay, so I'd ask you up or down, but it doesn't matter. So here's the thing is you see him do a ton of damage, and it like pierces inside the Annette so deeply that something fundamental breaks inside it. And when that happens, there's like an explosion of light, and Marvelous Mango is blasted against the back wall and leaves like a caved in piece like in the drywall on the side. And Miss Bitsy also is kind of thrown off kilter. Squick, I think, is still holding on to the other one because he's latched on around, but Squick with the other dark creature get blasted off to the side. And that thing is gone because you destroyed its core.
Cool.
All right, who wants to go next?
Is there a cube by chance that
No,
gets left?
because it got
no
destroyed.
Cube. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you brought that piece down to 0, so it didn't matter what else was there. You broke it. And
Go for the core.
Yeah, Ollie was gonna go next. So Ollie, what do you want Squick to do?
I think seeing that one of them has been vanquished and we're all gearing up to move, I would like Squick to come follow, but I'm not sure. I feel like that'll take Ollie's action again to convince him. I don't know how in much of a murderous rage Squick is in.
I think Squick is out. I think all the monsters are out for blood because they put you kids in danger. And Squick in particular, with the pain that last move caused you on behalf of that monster, is going to keep him latched on.
Okay. Okay. Then yeah, I think Ollie will try to call back and try to persuade Squick to come follow. I imagine it like Squick is just like becoming this like kraken like monstrous thing, like no more human speech or anything like that.
Oh yeah, it's gotten weirder. Like there are tentacles out of nowhere. It's almost fractal. Like it's hard to look at because his tentacles are moving in such strange ways that it confuses the brain, as it's like grinding like a buzzsaw into the side of this creature.
Okay. And yeah, Ollie looks back. He's like, another teacup. And
yeah, and this is gonna have to be a kind of face roll.
Yeah, so he just calls for Squick, and I don't know what to say. Let's see how I roll first, and then I'll say what I say. Ooh, 2 1s.
Oh, so that is not gonna cut it because I needed you 3 of a kind because he's so bloodlusty right now. Yeah. So he's going to attack.
Okay.
Give me your hardest attack.
Ooh, good one. Okay. So that's actually terrible tendrils. So that's 1 gnarly.
All right. So you have 2 5s. That works for me. And it's how much gnarly do you have?
Just 1 gnarly.
All right. So that's 2 damage in the 5. Tell me, what does this look like?
So he's kind of like already latched on, and then like some of the tentacles that have been holding the body kind of like unravel, and like these spikes just shoot out of them as it just begins to almost like whip and lash at the rest of the meat, so to speak. And the form of this shadowy thing becomes even less looking like a person or a solid form.
Yeah, and a strange inhuman voice rings in the back of your head in a language you have never heard, and you understand it so clearly as Squick telling you he's got this, buddy.
I don't know. I think Ollie, his eyes just blue screen for a little bit.
Yeah, that's the right answer. Yes. All right, who's next?
Unless Cell, if you have something in mind. Cool. Miss Bitsy is going to attack before Evie can even try to convince her to come with, because she is very, very fast, and this is me making the narrative decision that it doesn't matter what Evie says. Miss Bitsy is going to continue to attack before she can get it out.
Oh, she's full of rage. Yeah.
So we are going for the needle sharp teeth again, just because that's the gnarly one that hits harder. So we're going to roll 8d10.
Love it.
I shit you not, there's not a single match here.
On 8 die?
On 8 die, there is not a single match. I think she's too feral.
Yeah, I think like she's just like vibrating with rage and bloodlust so hard she forgets to attack.
Mm-hmm. She can't decide between the taser or the teeth is the problem.
Right, exactly. And it's like the like fabled dog that can't choose between two bowls of food that are equidistant, so it starves. That's the problem she's running into. That story's a lie, but it's a fun story. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think that all the kids are far enough away to avoid being hurt by Fruit Loop if he wants to body slam, but it will hurt Squick.
This is a very autistic thing for me to say, but I feel like Fruit Loop might like yell to Squick and say, "Hey, is it okay if I do it again?"
Are you having fun?
Yeah. The camera cuts back to Squick, and it's just like Lovecraftian symbols all over everything, and it's just like madness happening. Like,
but there's like one tentacle that comes out with a thumbs up.
Okay. Because like, if you know it's gonna happen, then it's fine.
Consent.
Cool. Yeah, we're gonna do it again. And because we're far away, we get to do the running jump.
Yes. So he runs and slams again. Roll.
There we go. So, 2 9s.
2 9s. Is this gnarly at all?
Gnarly 4.
Oh god. So 5 and the 9 for the creature and Squick. What is Squick's 9?
Oh my gosh. That's his levitating fins. So
Do they have any tough?
oh wait, they do have a tough, so that's only 4.
Yep. So yeah, reduce that damage by the toughness. So the slam like bashes the head of the creature, and its like head bounces against the ground and then back against Fruit Loop, and its eyes blink a bit. The like light flickers. What happens to Squick as he falls with this thing?
I think as this happens, I think some of his tentacles get squished. He kind of like in this like this mad crazy monster tentacle form. There is some of his fins that kind of help propel him, and that's how he's able to like float around, be fast, etc. Kind of like get ripped and torn, but they fall away as stuffing instead of like what you might imagine like fish meat.
Oh god, so like it's this horrible like Cthulhian aura around him with these horrible slurping and grinding noises, the strange speaking in the back of your head, and like it comes off as like stuffing like in stop motion animation.
Yeah, very much so. And then he starts to like kind of like still kind of hover, but like limping hover.
Okay. So Yeah, he can still hover, so he'll have to heal after this. So one thing to note, Zoop, you got the killing blow on that first creature. You get a free die to add to Marvelous Mango while you're waiting. Fruit Loop just went, so that's everybody, right? So we enter the next round, and this monster is no longer stunned. So, who wants to go first?
I'm doubly wicked fast with the taser, baby. I'm actually just attacking instead of using the taser, I think.
Yeah.
Miss Bitsy is just not me. Miss Bitsy is.
Okay.
Yeah. She's not trying for the stun. She's out for blood.
Yeah, okay.
And we haven't been really using the wicked fast stuff, so this is my justification for jumping in and going first.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking of saying something at the end, but I'll say it now while you're looking at numbers. We are basically dropping all of the like order of operations for combat, mostly because it's not great for radio and stream, because it's complicated and it takes time to talk about. So we're just going in who wants to go first order, because that's the easiest, and without the wicked fast, it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
2 4s.
2 4s. What does this one do again?
It is just actually we're gonna make it 3 4s because I do have double awesome. It is just a standard attack, no gnarly.
All right, so that
unless you want to give me a bonus for having wicked fast.
No. So 2 damage in the 4.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So
no,
that's
3,
fine.
3, right?
Did you get 4 matches with the?
Yeah. Oh no, it's -1. That's right. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Great. So, it's taken some damage. It does not look as good as it did before, but it's still got a little ways to go. Its wings are going strong. Its gaze is weak, and the miasma and whatever else are beginning to chip away, but not completely.
Yeah, she's just darting around it, just stabbing it in various places with a taser, like a bee stinging.
Yes. So,
I'm imagining the size difference.
I'm going to hold off on you, Harper, because I'm going to give Squick the opportunity to be convinced to go away. But first, I want to know what Porvy's doing.
So Porvy is in the elevator, and she looks at the other two, at the 3 other kids, and is like, I think we should make sure that they can't follow. And so Mango is going to take that as permission to attack the last one.
Okay.
And is going to go in with
so many dice.
I assume it's the beak, right?
It's the beak.
Okay.
How many dice do you roll for the beak now, just for the record?
10 dice for the
Oh
beak.
my god!
Magic. We love it. Love to see it.
Okay.
Mazel.
So that is 2 7s, and awesome makes it 3 7s, and you gave me an extra die, so it's now gnarly 6.
Uh-huh. So how much
that's 8 damage.
8 damage in the 7.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So first, tell me how you destroy its gaze.
We can't do eye stuff, so
maybe
it just blacks out.
Can I make a proposal?
Yeah.
Because we've done a lot of skin stuff here. What if we just kind of like a mask, and there wasn't actual like holes for the eyes? It was just like a glowing spot on that layer of skin, and there's not actual like eye sockets there. So you just take off that layer and the eyes come with it.
Here's what I'm gonna say. So Mango like takes the beak and like puts it on the head of the thing, and it crushes the head, and he just gobbles everything down, and all that's
and it still
left
keeps
is like
going without the head.
Yeah, the bottom half of the head remains, and the miasma kind of drips away from there, and you see this like horrible open gaping brainless wound and a silent scream on a tiny mouth. Now, up or down?
Up.
Okay. You rip off one wing as well. So he like gobbles down that top half of the head and is like, "Aah!" And then just like leans back down and just rips off one of the wings, and like that like somehow manages to fit down his gullet.
Would you say it's a piece of cake?
I wish I had a rim shot button so bad right now. Please, if anything, right here, I'm going to leave a second of silence. Emma, if you can edit in a rim shot. Thank you. You're the best. Moving on.
I will add angel food cake.
Ah!
Can we
It's
get
quick.
the fail
Finish
noise?
him.
Wait, can we get the fail noise from the prices right here?
And if our editors are too busy to do this and you're not hearing those sound effects, you can imagine it. I
Or
believe
play
in you.
them yourself in a separate window on YouTube.
You can find them.
Okay. Love you, Emma.
Quick, finish him.
Yeah, so my gosh. All right, so Squick, what are you going to do? And Ollie, what do you want to do?
I really, really think I was gonna try one more time. And is seeing all the stuffing that's falling out of Squick now. Ollie just goes, Squick, please. I'm sorry. I was a jerk to you, and I should have taken better care of you. And I know that you're a monster and stuff, but you've been my best friend for the longest time. So please come here, because I want to make it out of here with you.
With that, roll face plus charm and add 2 die for the power of friendship.
Let's go.
Because that was really good.
Okay, so that's 9. Let's go. Wow. Okay. Well, wait. 3 threes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you succeed. You got the 3. Yep. So it doesn't matter how high they are. All that matters is how wide they are. So Squick is like, there's like a pause, and then you hear it in his normal voice, and he's like, "You got it, buddy." And then he just like extracts himself and kind of slaps it in the half face, and then just moves on towards you.
Can Evie take a chance to try to convince Miss Bitsy here as well?
Yeah, sure.
Because all 4 of us kids are together, like, ready to go, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now Squick and Fruit Loop are with us. Mango is still out there, but Mango is, like, doing great, honestly.
Yeah. Yes.
And I think Evie is going to try to use that, going with hoping for a charm roll here, yelling just like, we're all over here now. You need to come with us, or else you're gonna get left behind, and I don't want you to get left behind. You need to be with me. May I please roll charm?
Yeah, you can.
Cool. Okay, that's 7 total. Okay. 3 10s.
Oh, heck yeah. Yep, nope, you can get her to come. She's like, yes! Ah! And then she just like slams into the back wall of the golden elevator and just falls down, collapsed. And she's like breathing heavy and like my puppy, like just chewing at nothing. Just,
I
like,
will
biting the air.
Evie
Mean
will
face.
pick her up and put her in the overalls front pocket.
Yep,
Again,
and she's
for
still
the time
like
being.
scrabbling at the air, just trying to chew whatever, like reaching back but failing to chew you, just like my puppy.
Mhm.
Did I mention I have a puppy? Anyways.
I love your puppy so much, Juicy.
Me too. He's not in here. I don't know where he is. As long as he doesn't poop in the house, I'm happy. Okay, so what's next? Who's next? Who we got? Yes, you. With the white headphones and the pink, that is 2 of you. But with also with glasses. What you got, Harper?
So currently, because Fruit Loop did that running jump over there, he is over there. So I'm gonna petition my thing again.
Yep. Okay. Do it.
So I would like to use stretchy arms for a purpose that it was not intended for.
Okay, so sell it.
So I put in the description, can reach around corners and reach in small places. Great for hugs.
Okay, go on.
It has the quality useful, defend, awesome, and tough 3.
Okay.
It's good. So I would like to do stretchy arms around this thing and then use large body to body slam it.
Oh,
So you're trying to hold it down first.
So that's so here's what's up. Yes, you can do this. This is multiple actions. I reviewed these rules earlier. So you're going to take the smaller of the two pools and roll that -1.
The thing is that they're equal.
That's fine. Then you roll the same number of dice. It's whichever one you want to choose, -1, doesn't matter.
Gotti.
And then yeah, and you can add any relationships you want to this. Do you have a relationship with your mother?
I need to.
Okay, if you don't need to.
Hang on, let me just remind myself what I have.
A mechanical
Questions that you only ask in this game. Otherwise, that's a therapy question, Juicy.
So
So
I only have. Who knows? I have a singular point with my mother.
Okay. Oh, interesting. Do you want to put that at risk?
Sure.
Do it.
So I just add 1 to how do I do this?
Just
and remember
with this one, just roll your die pool as normal because you lose when you gain 1.
With awesome 1, you can pick a number on one of them beforehand. You can like set one in place and not have to roll it beforehand since you have awesome 1.
Yeah, so pick a number you want to switch 1 to. Because on here you can't really hold 1.
Yeah, you have to pick it before you roll. So you can be like, no matter what, one of these is gonna be a 3, no matter what, or pick a number. Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I roll a lot of 9s, so I'm gonna say one of them's gonna be a 9.
Okay. Okay, so you have 2 9s out of this, if you want that.
Sure.
All right.
And reminder that's 4 gnarly.
Yep. So that's a total of 5 damage for the body slam. So describe what this looks like.
So Fruit Loop uses his long, stretchy arms, and they stretch out in front of him towards the creature, and they rapidly wrap around it, creating like a slinky effect down its whole body.
Yep.
And then Fruit Loop then takes a big like squat and jumps into the air and holds this thing to his chest.
Okay. So then you do the slam. Now, do you want to go up or down?
Down.
Then you get it in the 6, which is the monster core. And with that, the thing just snaps. And there's like a disembodied scream of pain as the thing kind of evaporates into a pile of dust in the noodle arms. And for the moment, you all are free.
Get all the monsters and kids into this elevator.
Let's go.
I don't think Evie trusts that there's not more of these things still coming, so she's still like,
So everyone
compact Fruit Loop's entire body into this elevator. We need to go.
So everyone piles into the golden elevator, and you see a whole bunch of buttons, but the one at the top is this long oval one that says C-Suite.
Does Fruit Loop get a +1 die?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
For the killing blow. Anywhere you want. And it can be a quality or it can be an additional die to the pool. Up to 10. So think about that while you're going into the elevator. I assume you. What's up?
Oh, I was gonna say, I think we let Harper do the honors of pressing the button, right, gang?
Yeah.
All right. Harper will like look to everybody, and like we would all take like deep breath. I'm guessing
We all hold
And-
hands.
we're gonna hold hands in like a chain.
I have to remind us of what happened last episode. Evie is still not as on good terms with Harper right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Harper
Harper
can be on
also.
one side and Evie
Yeah.
can be on the other.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I was in my head imagining that I'm holding hands with Pervy.
Yeah. And
Okay, I wanted to leave the opening for you offering the hand, but fine.
so you all are in the
We'll come back
elevator.
to that later.
Okay, you all are in the elevator. This like golden, trashy elevator. Everything is mirrored, and music is playing. Like it's like do 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 do. It's just a bad version of Ipanema, and you're in there for a while. It moves slowly, and there are a lot of floors in this tower. And each of you, I need you all to tell me what happens to your families if you don't come back. Porvi.
Well, I mean, it's her aunt and uncle, so it'll be like, oh man, that whole family is like cursed. And I think that they will hold their new daughter, Sonia, really, really close, and probably she's gonna have like really helicopter parents growing up.
Evie.
John and Mary would never in their life believe that Evie's disappearance was Evie's fault. And I think they're going to try to keep that from being a cold case for the rest of their lives.
Ollie.
I think it definitely drives a wedge right in the middle of their large family. I think that the parents automatically blame Michael for not being a good older brother and for being responsible. And this kind of leads to some of the younger, but, still in their teens or preteen ages, kind of like picking and choosing sides if they believe Michael, and some of them believing their parents, and that chaotic and messy, wild, but still loving household is never the same.
Harper.
My immediate reaction was, I think my parents would get a divorce. Because I'm fairly certain my mother, as the career woman, is only really putting up with him because they have me. And he works and he makes good money, but he's not present in either of our lives at all, really. And I think she's too proud of herself and everything she's done to put up with that after I'm gone.
If they're safe and they can come back. And
Yeah.
when we come back from the break, you'll all roll to freak out. Thanks. Thank you, and welcome back to TTN Presents Monsters and Other Childish Things. I believe I was going to have you roll to freak out for all of the horrible thoughts you were having.
It's been 10 minutes and I already completely forgot that's what we were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think you guys think I might have ADHD?
No, surely not.
I get so many doubles. Like, every time I roll, I get at least 3 doubles, it feels like.
I'm proud of you.
I got 2 4s.
So, everybody's gonna increase tension because of these horrible thoughts. But did anyone fail? No? All right. So you all managed to keep all those feelings inside. They don't boil over. And after too long of a wait, there's another ding. And the elevator doors open into the C-suite. And what you see is a series of doors and desks and comfortable mid-century modern like furniture all around. All of the doors have like frosted glass, like are just frosted glass in their entirety, and the walls are frosted glass, kind of like opaque fish tanks for every one of the major offices. There's the CFO, the COO, the CTO, the CLO or chief legal officer Samantha White, and a different door. The door to president and CEO Harvey Marblehead, sorry, is different, labeled with a golden nameplate. It is a dark wooden door with minimalist aesthetic and no frosted glass walls. A mid-century secretary suite sits in front of the entrance, with a couch to the side and several plants lining the wall. What do you do?
Prismatic peepers see hidden things.
Okay.
I think Evie and Miss Bitsy have been using this basically this whole time, so at this point it's kind of a routine scan. Also, I think who was the one who was holding the monster detector gun? Because I think somebody insisted I hand it over at some point. Yes, I handed it to Harper. Because it was suggested to me that Harper would do a better job, and I was mad about it.
Yep. Yeah, I remember.
So.
Yeah. So
she'll look at you like, are you going to do it?
So first, roll to scan, just to see.
2 9s.
Okay, yeah. So you don't see anything hidden in this space. There are no traps. There are no crazy locks. There doesn't appear to be anything hiding, waiting in this room. Just doors.
It's just doors. Is the thing picking up on?
Yeah, good question, Juicy. Is the thing picking up anything?
You know, no, not other than your monsters. Yet.
Porvy is going to take the trash can off of her head, given the seriousness of the situation, but she's also going to sigh and say, I left the soccer net downstairs.
We can pick it up on our way out, right?
I just thought it might be useful to tie up Mr. Marblehead.
Juicy, with your permission, could I have some yarn in Miss Bitsy's hair?
Yes.
I pull
That's
out a
trivial.
skein of Red Heart Super Saver rainbow colorway.
I hate that stuff.
Me too. Kids aren't going to have access to nice merino sock yarn.
Mm-hmm. Also, hold on one sec. It looks like the puppy is doing something he needs to not be. Meanwhile, talk amongst yourselves.
Did you hear what Juicy said the other day?
I think it's more, Porvy looks around. So do we just go barge into his office and demand that he let Harper's mom go?
Do you think it's this? It is him, right? He's the big guy. He's the one.
Yeah, you guys. When Squick was eating that Shadow's brains, I saw him, Mr. Marblebutt, and he, like, you know how he looks like a Rex Luthor, like, you know, all polished and businessman, whatever. Like, what I saw, he was more monster than person. Like,
He's a monster?
Not like he's a monster. He just
Did he
real
have
messed
tentacles?
up. No, he just looked like evil witch, evil wizard kind of thing.
Oh,
yeah, and he was laughing and he was happy because it was like he was feeding off of like kids' hopes and dreams, and I mean, I can't make sense of it and stuff, but I mean, maybe he gets strong by, hurting other monsters because they're made of like kids' happiness or something.
So we gotta go into his office, right?
So everybody take their happiest thoughts and lock it deep inside themselves.
I mean, bad thoughts.
I'm sorry, I'm struggling already.
I'm sorry, Juicy's face got me.
I wanted to let that moment linger before I interrupted. Perfect. So what do you do? Do you go to Harvey's office? Do you or are you doing anything else?
Sure.
I think we've done all we can to prepare at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the four of us. We're standing there outside of the elevator door.
Wait, no, hang on. Before we go, Squick got hurt.
By the rules of the
Right.
game, once combat's over, they heal. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So Porvy is there holding a trash can still and her backpack. There is Evie who is holding.
She's not holding anything. She has Miss Bitsy in her overalls pocket.
Oh yeah, she has Miss Bitsy in her overalls pocket,
And
Miss Bitsy
I will
is
say
holding
for
the
flavor,
taser.
she has stolen a couple more pens as we've moved through the building, just for funsies.
They're the nice, like,
Harper's-
shiny metal pens too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Especially on this floor. Yeah.
Harper's
They roll real nicely.
still holding the fire extinguisher in one hand and the monster gun in the other, and Ollie has got the bat, and our monsters frame us, other than Miss Bitsy, who's sitting.
Yeah, it's the three looming behind us and Miss Bitsy in the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
I give her a metal pen to chew on from the secretary's desk.
Okay.
Where...
What were you gonna say, Ollie?
No, it was a silly.
Oh, okay,
Does
okay.
Miss Bitsy chew on like Evie's hair when she's in the pocket, like just like biting at it like it's a toy?
I think so, yeah, unless she gives her something else. I think
I
so,
also-
for sure.
I also imagine she tries to eat Evie's hair, but her head's too big to really turn all the way
Yeah.
relative to her body. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Evie has much longer hair than me. Like, she's never had a full haircut. She doesn't have bangs, for sure. Yeah, absolutely. This is a metaphor for me destroying my hair by fidgeting with it. Miss Bitsy is chewing on my hair if I don't give her something else to chew on in this situation.
All right. So yeah, we have this tableau of all the kids like ready for combat. Like some of them are holding like random objects as weapons. Miss Bitsy's like, oh, I'm just breaking the like cool, quiet, still moment as she's like gnawing on this metal pen. What do you do?
First of all, is Harvey's office like visible or like can we find
It's right in front of you. Like I said, it's that
Big door.
that like minimalist dark door with the gold nameplate behind the secretary station with the couch.
I think one thing that Porvy is going to think to do, would she think to do it? We're going to say that she thinks to do it, is to pull a flashlight out of Miss Bitsy's hair.
Okay.
Because when they come, the lights go out.
All right. So you move forward and you go to the door. And who turns the doorknob?
I can.
I see that. I see Harper doing it because Harper, she's just driven for her mom and her dad. Like opens the door almost matter of factly, like weirdly coolly, the roiling like fear on the inside. And you open up to this vast office with these massive windows overlooking the town. And on the distant end is this huge wooden desk. And sort of leaning over it, sitting at his chair, is Harvey Marblehead. And you see a man that was once, at one point, very sharp looking and exceedingly handsome. But he's been reduced to a shadow of his former self. His face is gaunt. His eyes are sunken. His shiny suit is rumpled and unhinged. He is obsessing over something, hunched over his desk. A strange helmet is on top of his head with wires and lights all over the place. Something that resembles the strange cube is attached to the top of it, and it is glowing. A large steel door is behind him to the side, apparently locked. He looks up from his desk and acknowledges your presence. Ah, you're here. You've kept me waiting, children. And he slams a button on his desk, and a series of alarms screams out. The hallway behind you slamming shut, locking you in. What do?
That's really loud. Can you shut it off? It's, oh man, it's hurting my ears.
I feel like. Oh, go ahead, please.
Is the monster gun going off if I pointed at him?
No.
Interesting.
But it is blinking. Like it's not indicating monster, but it's indicating weird.
Got it.
Like it's like a different light pattern that you're not familiar with.
I feel like I don't necessarily need to be rolling to freak out, but I feel like I need to make a courage roll to see if I could remember the mission.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna do that. Okay, yes, I got 2 8s. I'm gonna scan the room for hidden things. I'm gonna try and see if there's like a blinking like secret dungeon passage, or at the very least, thing to disconnect him from. He's like a hive mind right now, I think.
Yeah. So you use your peepers.
Yeah.
And there's nothing necessarily hidden here, but you see like weird stuff under the floor. And it's hard to make out what it is, but there's stuff under the floor. And it's not necessarily hidden, but that like strange object on the helmet glows brighter.
Okay. There's something under the floor. Mr. Marblehead, what's under the floor?
And with that, he just starts cackling. And he hits another button on his desk, and a massive screen on like the windows behind him lights up, and it has Harper's mom and dad tied to tables with a smirk on his face.
I just imagined when you turned around to look at Nori, I imagined like a screen coming down behind you.
Yeah, he was chewing the cord, but he moved to the bed, so we're good.
Okay.
Also, dog cam time while everyone's rolling.
Also for the okay, I got 2 10s. Evie is like fully like holding Miss Bitsy in the pocket. She's like got her arm in front of her.
Did anyone fail their freakout roll?
Sorry, still have to roll.
Harper, this one's going to be a little harder for you. You're going to have to get 3 matches.
Oh, I didn't.
Okay. So how does Harper freak out? Flight, fight, or freeze?
Freeze.
Okay. That makes sense to me. I'm going to increase your tension by 1.
So I'm at 4?
Yup.
Oh.
Anyone else fail? Okay. And with that, he stands up and he like taps something on the helmet, and he begins to change. And he goes from this like withered, rumpled version of himself, and he begins to grow. His shoulders become enormous and padded, and his expensive suit like moves from its like khaki sand tone into a dark blue with red pinstripes. And he becomes Harvey Monsterface as his whole body becomes too long and his smile grows too wide and his hair becomes perfect. And he is going to lash out with I think the widest, whitest smile.
So before you lash out at us, just to clarify, is the helmet still on his head?
The hair, like the helmet becomes the hair.
So,
He has helmet hair now.
okay. Are the alarms still blaring?
Yes, that's not stopping. You're in like visible audio chaos.
Don't love that.
Mm-hmm.
This is very bad for Porphy.
Yeah, and I think because I don't have area on this, I should have done that. Let's see. I'm gonna roll a d4 and go around the screen. Is what I'm gonna do. Okay, so Porvy. His widest, whitest smile flickers at you, and it puts you into a dreamlike state for 1 round. And this pleasant mind fog means you can't react. What is one of the happiest memories you can ever remember?
She has this memory of her mom, and she doesn't know if it's real or if she made it up.
Mm-hmm.
But they're just sitting on the swings together.
And she's younger, like 4 or 5, I assume.
Her mom disappeared when she was like 2.
Mm-hmm.
But
oh,
in this memory, she's like 4. So
okay.
she probably is making up.
Mm-hmm. So it was like a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Okay. So for 1 round, you are just in a fog with that.
I think it's 2 rounds.
I got a match, so that's with -1.
Oh, I thought you got 3 4s.
1, 2. Oh, I did. Oh, my bad. I know how to read. So that's 2 rounds. You are correct. Thank you.
Sorry, that was very teacher. You forgot the whole.
Don't worry, I have hypnotic suggestion.
That's fine. All right. So, with that being done, who wants to go first? Not Porvy.
Do we... Oh, go ahead, please.
Can I say something really mean to Harvey?
I would love that.
So I'm going to attempt using sharing. Harper's going to use Big Mouth. And I think Harper, because her tension's increased, there's a screen to the side of her now that has her parents on it, and Harvey's just transformed. But the transformation was not. I don't know. In Harper's mind, she's now gonna go. You look so gross now. Like,
okay.
Ew.
Roll your attack.
Of all the things, this is what you choose to look like?
So here's the
4
thing.
5s.
I see that. We might end up reducing this. 1, 2, 3. I got okay. So 4 5s. Is this gnarly at all?
No, it's just useful.
Oh, okay. So that's fine. So that would be 3 rounds, but his shoulder pads of doom reduce that by 3. So that's 1 round. He will be staggered and unable to lash out. Alrighty. So let me just take note of that.
Can Evie visually, or like, can Evie tell that Pervy is somewhere else mentally right now?
Yeah, it should be visible.
Okay. I'm going to second verse, same as the first. I'm sorry to use the same trick twice, or try to at least. With the sharing trait on the prismatic peepers, she's going to kind of turn Pervy's body towards her and get her to like try and get her to look at her and look at her eyes. And I'm gonna kind of do a thing here. Hey Zoop, how do you think Pervy and Evie like first became friends before they had their monsters? They might not have been super close at that time yet, but
I think Evie she does crochet.
she's a crafty girl in general. She's too young to do more than dabble in a little bit of everything.
I think they in art class they reached for the same glue bottle.
We sat at the same table and shared supplies in art class. That is okay. And yeah, I think she tries to pull, like, she's just like, we're here, I'm here, we need you here, and like I think tries to pull that memory up for you. And I would love to roll, please.
Sure. And what's your goal here?
Hypnotic suggestion, be here, be present, be with us. Hopefully ending the status condition
This is
a little faster.
Hard. You're going to need 3 of a kind.
Okay. I'm going to use my relationship with her. So I have 5 for that monster part that's being shared, plus 3 for our relationship. And if I fail this, start thinking about a time you've been mad at me, because I've been mad at you in the game, but not you haven't been mad at me. 2 2s, 2 6s.
Doesn't quite cut it. You needed the 3.
Damn.
There was one time when Porvy was writing something and Evie looked over her shoulder with like a little bit of an attitude and was like, that's spelled WOULD. And she made Porvy feel very stupid.
That comes up instead.
Okay.
Miss Bitsy will go again in a bit.
Yeah, so what does Miss Bitsy do?
I'm saying, like, let some other people go first.
Okay, yeah, sure.
I gotta think about it.
Ollie or Harper? Harper, you're kind of dazed from your freak out. But what does Fruit Loop do?
Ooh, good question.
I think he's going to just run up and try to slam.
I think so too.
Because he's going to be mad you're hurting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of imagining that the desk is collateral.
Yeah, I'm fine. That makes sense. Yes. So he like barrels forward and I assume leaps.
2 6s.
Okay, so Harvey Monsterface gets hit in the 6. Is this gnarly at all?
Yes, 4.
4. Oh, there it is. Okay, so then that's 5 damage. Gee whiz. Okay. So how do you hurt his free hands of the market?
I imagine he like puts his hands up maybe to try and stop, like just as like a instinctive sort of action. And as Fruit Loop's body makes contact, they sort of just like crumple into themselves, and you hear the breaking of bones.
Oh, just a wet crunch, and then the smashing of the desk as his massive body lays into everything. All right, and I imagine like the hands are on the desk, which is why they get crunched.
Yes.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Seeing Evie run up to Porvy and seeing that Porvy is in this state, Ollie gets real mad and takes his bat and points it at Monster Butt, and kind of like without saying a word, Squick moves like in tandem, and I think Squick will. Would So what I would like Squick to do. Well, let me explain first. So I will point the bat at Harvey and just goes, all you want to do is what? Make us hurt? Make us feel pain? Well, how do you like it? And then for this, I would like Squick to use one of his mental abilities to kind of reflect that, hey, you know, you want to think of sadness, you want to think of the thing that brings you the worst pain. So I'm not sure if that's more of like a defend thing or a useful thing. I have Button Eyes of the Beyond or Bell Brain, which is useful. So they're both 4.
Yeah, whichever you think makes the most sense for your goal.
Okay. I would like to go for useful, taking a page out of Miss Bitsy's book and hopefully can stun him, maybe. So I will roll that.
Okay. Nope.
I will take attention for it.
Okay. Ooh, you're creeping up that tension.
Yep.
Alrighty. All right. You are at 4 tension. You and Harper. Okay. So, what next?
And as that's happening, Ollie will use telekinetic horns, which is sharing, and then is going to, as hopefully Squick is stunning him, rip that helmet hair off.
Okay, so you're going to do a targeted attack on the helmet hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so then set a die in advance to 3 or 4. And then you reduce your pool by 1.
Okay. And then I choose 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this part of what you're giving me, or is this for the awesome thing? Because I also have awesome with this.
Oh, you also have awesome. Awesome 1 or awesome 2?
Just 1.
Okay, so set it to 3 or 4 in advance. You don't need to lose 1 from your pool.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
Yep. Literally. Ha.
I will do 4 for the party.
Oh, that's cute. Okay.
Okay.
So you'll get a match at the 4. Or you could choose the 9s. Oh, you have awesome 1, so you had to set it in advance.
Yeah.
So yeah, all right. Then yeah, you can hit him. And is this gnarly at all? Or was this useful? This was useful to stun him?
No, so the telekinetic one is just an attack, no gnarly on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, you do a damage to his perfect hair. Excellent. Who's next?
Sel, do you have something, or am I good to go?
I thought I already went. Is this a new
Yeah, you took
Fruit
your whole
Loop
turn.
didn't go.
Yeah,
Did
Fruit Loop
go?
went.
Oh,
yes.
Does Mango do anything?
That's what I was
not
about
yet.
to ask, Juicy. Because here's what Miss Bitsy will do.
Okay.
Because Miss Bitsy knows there's something under the floor. And in my personal Rosalie's most feral instincts, I need to know what's under that floor. Mango, I imagine, his number 1 priority is destroy the thing that is making Pervy feel bad. Yes?
Yes, however, Pervy doesn't feel bad.
Feels good.
Regardless, I don't think Mango thinks that Mango should destroy the floor. Yes?
No, he does not.
Great. You have to destroy the floor. You have to. It's the only thing you need to do right now. It's going to be the right thing to do. If you destroy the floor, I'm using teeny tiny voice to get somebody to do a thing they shouldn't, to get Mango to attack the floor.
We're bending that wording. I love it. We'll go with it. Yes. So, can Mango start attacking the floor with his beak, please?
Okie doke.
Do you need me to roll for the teeny tiny voice first? Sorry to
yes,
teacher, we have
actually.
homework.
Yeah. Sorry, get myself because that sounded so fun.
Okay, 3/4.
Okay, so yeah, he definitely does with alacrity.
Okay.
Woodpecker it.
So with 2 awesomes, that makes 5 10s.
What the fuck?
That is gnarly 6. So I believe that is 10 damage to the floor.
So here's what happens. So there's a pause where there's like an anime swing on his beak with that little like mode of light, the star, and then he just suddenly starts tearing into the floor. And these like steam vents just kind of explode with steam in the room, but that means that you have destroyed the system and they cannot burn you.
I'm so glad I listened to my most feral instincts.
Because I had a floor is lava thing planned.
Oh my god.
So the floor will not be lava. There's just erupting steam, and like that is capturing the lights on the as like everything is utter chaos, and just somehow framed perfectly in the middle of like the steam like vents coming off is Harvey Monsterface in the distance in front of the crushed desk with these half mangled hands and his perfect wide smile and his perfect hair.
That was the best decision I've ever made in a TTRPG. Thank you. I'm muting now.
Is that everybody gone for this turn? Then Harvey Monsterface can't go, being dazed. So who wants to start the next round? And Porvi, you are good to. Oh, you have one more round, and Harvey is back to his perfect smile.
I can do it again.
I support you. Give that slam. I love how much you love this body slam. And honestly, in my mind movies, it's so funny and so nasty.
It's so like cartoonish the way I envision it. Like I envision the Looney Tunes scamper noise whenever he runs.
Yeah, I'm imagining a giant Roger Rabbit making a man bleed.
Literally. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 2 3s, 4 gnarly.
Okay, so that's 5 damage in the 3. So the 3 would be, how much damage is that again? What did I say? 4?
5 damage.
5 damage. Okay.
Yeah.
So, I went the wrong direction there. So his perfect hair begins to deflate, but he is still going. And I really want to use what it can do on Porvi so badly. Who's next?
Ollie's gonna keep instructing Squick to keep dazing him and maybe hold off whatever calamity is coming.
All right, roll it.
Okay.
All right, so my shoulder pads gobble up your damage.
Okay. Well, so it was a useful thing. It wasn't an attack.
Yes,
just
but it's
deflect the. Okay.
Yeah, it's deflecting the attack with a lowercase a, right? So like the shoulder pads provide like a wall of defense reactively.
Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Seeing that, Ollie's like, ugh, and is going to use for his turn the sharing telekinetic, and I don't know, keep trying to pull off that helmet.
All right, then try it. Roll it.
I will set. I'll do 4 again. Damn it! But still, 2 7s.
2 7s. Okay, so you hit him with 1 in the 7, which is the free hands of the market. Like, I imagine Ollie is like a creepy child of the corn, but Asian. And he just stares and his head shakes. And then the like hands crack again and the fingers go in like weird directions. There's like a Oh!
Yeah, like Ollie's crosshair, like he thinks it's on the head, but it keeps going to the hands.
Yeah. There's like
He
Nintendo
can't look
Switch
away
drift.
from the gross broken hands.
I'm just imagining Joy-Con drift.
Yeah.
All right. Who's next?
I really wish I wasn't mad at Harper right now, for the record. I just needed to say that because I have an idea of something I wanted to do to find Harper's parents, but I don't think I'm going to do it because I'm mad at her right now. First of all, Miss Bitsy also going for the helmet hair. I think we're going to use the sticky, tricky claws.
Okay.
This is an attack, but I'm flavoring it as the grab it and keep and grabbed. She's trying to yoink it off, is what she's trying to do. So it is an attack, though.
Okay.
It is also awesome, too. So what number should I try to be hitting here?
The
or
hair
numbers?
you said, right?
Yes.
So 3 or 4.
3 or 4. Okay, I'm going to roll first, and then I'll change one if I... Okay. So I got both a 3 and a 4, so I'm gonna switch one to a 3 or a 4 and get Imagine one of them. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the here?
Just one match in that number.
Okay. Do you have gnarly? And this is an attack.
I don't think you would allow me just to rip it off completely with my useful grab and keep and grab, so I am just attacking. It is not gnarly. It is doubly wicked fast.
So 1 damage.
Yeah, I was
Okay.
hoping we could do something with the wicked fast.
Yeah, I know the wicked fast investment at this point.
Yeah.
Kind of pointless, but you guys are doing just fine. You figured out the puzzle, so that's fine.
Hell yeah.
So so his hair is starting to get disheveled again. It's no longer so perfect.
Excellent.
Has everyone gone, or does anyone else have
No,
anything they
Evie
wanna
still
do?
gets to go. Evie no longer has her relationship in shock with Pervy. And so I'm gonna Rosie am gonna make the decision that it's not going to work if I try to do it again. So instead, Evie is going to start throwing things at Mr. Marblehead, I guess. She's going to
Okay.
grab a very heavy stapler, because all the best staplers are the ones that weigh 500 pounds. I'm not good. This would be hands butts punching. I'm not good at it, but I have to try.
Okay. Give it a go.
Because we're at the point of, I guess I'm just going to start throwing things. Deadass. I rolled 3 dice. I got 2 6s.
Okay.
I'm shocked.
So is this 1 damage, or do you have gnarly?
No, this is just Evie throwing a stapler, Juicy. This is not a monster attack. This is Evie throwing a stapler.
So you hit him right in those hands, but it kind of just bounces off. Because explicitly in the rules, if it's a projectile from a kid, it doesn't count to do the damage.
Yeah, I had to do something.
But it's funny. But he's mad at you.
Great.
And he's going to use the line that goes up. And the pinstripes from his suit form into a single line on the floor and rushes out in a zigzag pattern at you and throws you in the air.
You got me with the name already, and then that description is so sick, dude. I'm not even mad.
And you land and take 1 damage in the 7.
1 damage
You,
in the 7. Okay.
physically.
Yes,
Yup.
got it.
And
You
that
got
makes Miss Bitsy very angry, and there is very little you can do to stop her from attacking him.
Cool.
Does Mango...
She's already moved this round. Oh, no, because that's his move. So then
Mango gets to go. Does Mango get to go?
whoever wants... Mango went before, didn't he?
No, Mango
Mango has not
gone.
gone yet this round.
You made him go by attacking the floor.
That was
the
last round.
before.
That was?
Yeah.
This is
Okay.
round 2.
Okay.
Evie went first, and Miss Bitsy went last in the last round.
Got it. Oh, then I forgot to give Harvey a turn. Or...
Well, no, he
Oh,
we
yeah,
gazed
there
him.
we go. Sorry. That's why, because I lost count. Okay. So, yeah, what does Mango want to do?
Mango is smarter than Porvy, sees everyone going for the hair.
Okay.
So but you really want to do the hair, so let's see what he gets.
I already let him use line that goes up because you guys have done so much damage to the hair, it can't do much.
Okay, well, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 threes, plus I make with double awesome, I make it 6 threes, and then it's gnarly 6, so that's 11 damage to the threes.
Up or down?
Up.
Line goes up, baby.
So, how does Porvy deal with the fact that, her monster killed a man?
What?
Because you destroyed the hair, which reverted him back, and then you did 9 damage to his 4.
I have to say it. Piece of cake.
So, you literally destroyed his guts, destroyed his hands, and destroyed his feet.
So wait, is Pervy like zapped out of these like childhood memories
So
as
I think
this happens?
I think what happens is she's on the swing, right? And her mom is there next to her, and she's been imagining the two of them sitting there swinging together, like really peacefully and happily. And then her mom turns to her and says, "You've been a bad girl," and dissolves into nothing.
And can everyone roll to freak out? Because you just made a corpse. I was not expecting that outcome, but here we are.
Does width matter more right now?
No, you just need a normal match.
Okay.
I probably need more, but I did get 3 threes.
Yeah, that's fine. That makes sense. I agree and agree. Yes.
I got 2 threes. And I'm so happy I raised my courage before we started this session.
Yeah.
But I bet that's not enough.
So he like reverts back to his withered state. The helmet just kind of cracks and falls off of his head, and the like beak just tears through the rest of his body. And like his guts spill out from his torso. And he crumples like paper.
Gross.
I think Evie goes and throws up in a trash can.
Do you have extras?
You guys, this isn't what heroes do most of the time in comics.
I think Harper would say under her breath, "This is just like Criminal Minds."
I love all of you. So behind on the screen is still Harper's parents tied to tables.
The big thing. That's the thing we just. Evie throws up in a trash can. Is there coffee on this man's crushed desk? Is there like a Hydro Flask thermos of coffee or something?
There was a mug.
It spilled?
Yeah.
You're telling me this man is a CEO of a Fortune 500 company and he doesn't even have a fucking thermos?
I did
Why
destroy
would
the
he
desk.
Yeah, but why would he carry a thermos?
I don't know. I just wanted to rinse. Evie just wanted to rinse her mouth out before she went back to business.
That's fine. But like he pays people to bring him coffee. Yes.
I want to look to see if there is anything in this room that turns off that siren.
Smart.
Roll me 5d10 for luck.
I've had an idea.
While she's rolling that, while they're rolling that, Porvy has, I know that I got the 3 threes, but she is crouched and she's got her hands over her ears and she's attempting to process.
Good luck, Godspeed. All right. So, yeah, you can walk around the body, and the button plate that like he slammed is still there and intact, so you can whack it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So you go hit that, just like on Criminal Minds, and the klaxon stops. What did Evie have to say?
Is there any kind of like, probably in the same place, is there some kind of intercom button or like a phone with a speed dial or something here that we would imagine Harvey would use?
Roll the same kind of luck roll to see if it's intact.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, but
let's say I was thinking too hard about my cool idea when you said what to roll.
5d10.
Thank you. 2 6s.
All right. So yeah, it's there.
Okay. Evie does have to pull Miss Bitsy off of the carnage. I think Mango is still on the carnage too, and they're like besties now. Even though our relationship is in soft shock, Pervy, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Mango doesn't like the taste of people, so he's like, ugh, ugh.
Oh yeah, no, I think Mango is like spitting out and then is like hurrying back to Porvy.
Yeah, Miss Bitsy is trying to cook some of it with the taser, but Evie has to pull her off for the mimicry that we need to Miss Bitsy to do here. Pick up that intercom or like whatever number 1 on the speed dial is, and with Mr. Marblebutt's voice, go, it's all been taken care of, call it off.
There's no answer because it's the weekend at night.
Cool.
Yeah,
I just, in case there was somebody going to murder Harper's parents, you know?
Yeah, no, that's fine. There was that door off to the side.
Forgot the door was there, I'm gonna be honest.
That's why I mentioned it again.
The big vault door?
It's like a metal door, yeah. Not like a vault with like a turny thing, but like an industrial metal door.
Got it.
Would you like to go to it?
Yes.
So you do. So we can do most of this narratively. So you go through that door, and there's like an industrial, almost laboratory style hallway with the sort of blue variegated tile, white walls with like splash guards on the floor, and harsh white lights. And you go down, and there is like a mad science laboratory, and your parents are there strapped to the tables, and there's like a massive ray gun aimed at your mother.
Are they conscious?
Her mom is. Maybe through sheer force of will. And
My
she's
dad
just
is
like
a useless himbo.
He's already done his job. So she's like, Harper, what are you doing here?
I think this should increase my performance of review.
Honey, sure. We'll talk later. Can you help mommy?
Yeah. Will do.
Yeah, and you can like undo the straps.
Just
and it takes
incredible how she's like so calm.
Oh, this woman is ice cold. And she's probably screaming on the inside, frankly.
We are 2 peas in a pod.
Oh yeah. This woman is CLO for a reason. And once she's like unstrapped and takes a minute and like slaps your father awake, um she just gets into business mode because this is how she deals with trauma. And I think Scoots, you kids, is on her cell phone calling the cops. Uh and you sort of go down the elevator, that overlong, and it's just real awkward. And she says nothing. She is furious. She does note and never yet question the corpse of Harvey Marblehead and its state. Does not flinch. Um, and then she is waiting for the police to arrive, which they do. And I think we have a scene that mirrors our first episode after the aquarium incident where you were all wrapped in your like aluminum foil blankets like potatoes, and you're all like on the back of an ambulance, and there's another ambulance where like Harper, your dad is getting his head wrapped with gauze, and your mother is there screaming at the police. And this is when Ollie, your mom, drives up with your dad in the car, and she just, without skipping a beat, gets out of the car, sees your brother, and starts shouting at him. And that's when you make eye contact with Michael.
Ollie unfurls from the potato and just starts running and goes,
No, it's my fault. It's not Michael's. It's my fault.
Ollie, not right now.
No. Can you just listen? You guys never pay attention to me. Just listen to me for once.
Roll me face plus. Is that put down?
I would be fine with put down. I feel like this is more genuine, so I would like a charm. But if it's put down, I will.
Could it be girl boss?
Girl boss? Yeah.
It could be girl boss. Ollie could girl boss, if that's better.
This is being commanding. Pay attention to
Yeah,
me.
because when you charm, you're being nice and charismatic.
Yes.
This isn't that.
Okay. I will
Yeah.
girl boss. 2 9s.
You succeed, and like they pause, and Michael, like, I don't think you've ever seen Michael look small before. And your mother pauses, and she just stops and listens. And I think unconsciously, Chris holds Michael's hand, and your mother catches it, and then just looks at you.
Me and my friends, we just wanted to come see where Harper's parents worked, and then all this scary stuff was happening, and Michael came to come get me, and he just got here. And Michael always takes care of all of us, and sometimes he's more like my parent than you are.
Oh, okay. I need you to do 2 rolls. One is a connive roll. The other is put down or girl boss.
Okay. Here comes.
I'm sending you so many conniving vibes right now, Mia.
Sorry, connive or girl boss, and then put down or girl boss.
Okay, gotcha. Well,
Yeah.
This I'll just keep the first connive, which is 2 8s.
Okay. So your mother believes you.
Awesome.
And you can see her relax a little bit, and then she's like ratcheting up to start yelling at you.
Okay.
And then the put down or girl boss.
Another girl boss. 2 6s.
Okay. And your mother's just like, Michael, go home. Now. We will talk. And then she just pointedly looks at Chris holding Michael's hand and like softens a little bit. Go home. Ollie. How could you be so stupid?
I don't know. It was fun. Being with my friends, and I know it was wrong. But that's my fault. It's not Michael's, and I'm sorry.
When we get home, you are grounded. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay. And then she like kneels down and like tussles your hair a little bit and looks you in the eye. I need you to make good choices. Do you understand?
Okay.
Good choices for your older siblings, but especially your younger ones. Get in the car.
Ollie looks back at his friends and just does a. And gets in the car.
Purvi, what happens when Auntie shows up, driving like a bat out of hell?
So I'm guessing Effie doesn't have time to talk to Purvi before she gets here.
We can give it a little time. Yeah, we'll give it a little time
Okay.
before we have some like Tokyo drifting into the parking lot from Purvi's auntie.
And I'm imagining Harper is also 100% here for this, whether she chooses to participate. I'll leave up to Cell. But Evie kind of leans forward, wrapped up in her baked potato blanket, sitting on a curb, I'm imagining. How come you just stood there?
I don't know what he did, but I saw my mom.
I don't know your mom. What's your mom like?
I don't know either.
What do you think she's like? What did you see?
We were sitting on the swings. I think she's a peaceful person, and I think she loves me.
Yeah.
But then
If my mom was there, I wouldn't feel like I needed to. She would have protected, if she was there. So.
I just that's all I could see. I didn't. It was like it was like I was suddenly somewhere else.
Mm-hmm. If your parents are there, you shouldn't need to hit things and stuff. So I guess that makes sense. If you thought she was there, she would have taken care of it, right? That's what parents do.
I don't know. Is that what parents do?
Do you think your aunt and uncle would have? Cause like you don't, they're your guardians. That's what we said when parents' day.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I've been putting my aunt through a lot of stuff, and she's been really nice.
Mm-hmm.
Are you okay?
I don't think I'm mad at you about it anymore. That makes sense.
Oh, you were mad at me?
And I think Evie just kind of like scooches a little closer to Pervy. Unfortunately, a little away from Harper. I'm sorry. She's still mad at Harper. And then we hear the screech of the Tokyo Drift of your aunt driving up, I think. You're muted, Juicy.
Absolutely. Right then, like, you like scoot over and there's like this adorable little moment. And I think we see like a wide frame of the three of you remaining on the back of the, like, backlit by the ambulance. And there's that scoot kind of in silhouette. And then like, Porvi! And then your auntie just like rushes up and is like, what is going on?
So right before she gets there, Porvi looks at Evie and Harper with huge eyes and says, "The sheets."
And that is when she's just, as she's like rushing up to you, what did you do with my sheets?
Aren't they still in the trunk of Michael's car?
Oh, well, I think they're safe. They're in someone's trunk.
Why are you here? Why?
I don't have an explanation that you'll believe, and I'm not good at making them up.
I think like Evie's scared of your aunt right now, I think is what's happening. That's why she's not saying anything.
Furious.
Being in trouble with adults is the worst possible future for Evie.
Yeah, she's furious. So that at that note, there's like a beat, and then she just grabs your wrist and drags you to the car, and you have whatever conversation that is, where no one can hear it. And then at some point, Mrs. White is done yelling at the police, has complete control of the situation, has like somehow fixed her hair. Your dad, Harper, is like just sort of staring like at the campus in the night, just admiring the like silhouette against the stars. And your mother just dismisses all of the police somehow and then calls a car, and a black vehicle comes up, and there's like a pause where she notices no one came and got Evie. Evie, come with us. I'll bring you home. Okay?
Well, what if my mom comes and I'm not here anymore?
Well, that's on them, and I'll have a conversation.
Evie feels like she does not have a choice in the matter and goes.
That happens a lot. That happens a lot with
Mrs. White has secured the scene.
Correct. So you hop into this car. There's a driver who brings you all to the cul-de-sac. Evie, give me 1 minute, okay, sweetie? And she just like a bullet, just like makes her way to your house and knocks on the door with the coppiest knock you have ever heard from 300 feet away.
You can hear the jingle bells that were put on the door jingle.
Mm-hmm. And there's like an anxious looking woman, your mother, who opens the door, and there's a conversation and an obvious power dynamic. And then Mrs. White just primly walks back over. Well, Evie dear, you can go home. Harper, let's go talk.
It would have been better if I didn't mess it up. It wouldn't have been as... Her performance would have been better if I wasn't dragging her down.
There's an imperceptible smirk.
Harper with full like honesty and like she like looks at you and she's legitimately touched. Like that you like would try and defend her performance review. legitimately, like, all is suddenly forgiven in Harper's brain. She's like,
hell yeah, we repaired the relationships before the end of the game. Let's fucking go.
Mm-hmm. And with that, I think we're going to end in Mrs. White's office. Her fingers steepled. There's like a golden lamp with the green glass shade. The laptop closed. Harper? How did the man die? I will know if you're lying.
Harper's currently deciding if she trusts her mom.
Does she?
I almost feel like I need to roll that or something, because her relationship is only at a 1. And it's this whole time only ever been at a 1. This whole game.
See, here's the thing that I love about this game is that relationships are not symmetrical.
Mm-hmm.
So who knows what her relationship with you is?
Yeah. So I think Harper's gonna take a leap of faith and a chance to increase her relationship with her mom. And she's gonna tell her the truth. The whole truth. She's gonna talk about the monsters. She's gonna tell her about Fruit Loop. And she would even try to show her Fruit Loop if she could.
And I think with that moment is the first time you have ever seen your mother legitimately shocked and flapped. This unflappable woman has been flapped. But she regains her cool. Well, I'm glad you're okay. And frankly, I'm impressed.
It's Mom.
Go to bed, kid.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you too. And I'd like scamper off.
Mm-hmm. And that's where we'll end it. For now. Thank you all for going on this journey with me. This has been so fun. And it's been so fun having laughs and also torturing you. So thank you for bearing with. All right. With that, who the heck are you and where can people find you? We'll go in reverse order this time. Rosie.
Yes, I have been Rosie. I will continue to be Rosie, but I will not be continuing to be Evelyn Bartles and her monster, Miss Bitsy. You can find me on all my social media at Rosie Tears, ROSATYRS, like Rosie and the Little Goat Folk, and you smush them together and you get Rosie Tears. Check out Magnificence, another podcast here on Tabletop Tailspinners Network. I play Sage. She is not a sparkly rainbow pastel princess. Also, Evie doesn't look like this. This is just who she is on the inside this whole time, what I've looked like. I'm all over the place. Check out my card, which will be linked in the description. Yeah. I love these children so goddamn much.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Somebody else go next.
What about you?
I am Sel, and will continue to be Sel. I played Harper White today, who I will dearly, dearly hold close to my heart forever as one of my favorite characters to have played. You can find everything that I have you have access to as a viewer in my link tree down below. And I hope we see each other more.
Agreed. Mia.
Hi, I'm Mia. I just played Ollie Sanchez for the last time.
That voice
Mad
kills me.
Lover and friend of the Revengers. You can find me at places and stuff. Yoshek's art, whatever. I need a nap.
Zoop.
Hi, I'm Supriya, also known as Zoop, and can be found as Zoop Machine all over the internet. You can check out my card, zoopmachine.card.co. other than here, the place that you can probably find me most consistently is Game Master Monday, where I am shortly joining as a co-GM along with Grant. And check out my card to see where I'm playing. Once again, my character has become a war criminal despite my best attempts.
Okay, Mango was the war criminal.
Yeah, but
I mean, Mango is also your character, but not pervy.
just I exist somewhere at the intersection of war criminal and hipster is where I exist in my role playing retinue. So
That's just living in Boston.
I was born to be here. And yeah, I hope I get to play a game with you soon.
Absolutely. And I am Juicy Garland, drag queen and super nerd. You can find me in all sorts of TTN stuff like All Our Faults and TTN Presents. You can find me back here when we get to season 2, where I'm hoping we can retain this cast, if at all possible. And we will play a different story, which we're going to get in the works soon. And maybe one day we'll return to these characters, because I love these characters too. You can also
for
find
the
me...
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, go. What were you going to say?
Oh, for the record, Juicy also played a war criminal in this. So, like, Zoop, you shouldn't feel bad, because Harvey was absolutely a war criminal. Those were absolutely war crimes.
He was destroying children for power and capitalism. Yes. But you can also find me on other networks too, sometimes on Roll5. You can find me in the Delta Green Dead channels, which is the official Delta Green podcast, where I occasionally do play tests and play Delta Green. You can also find me, I think, now on Roleplay Public Radio and a whole bunch of other stuff. So just pay attention to my socials at Juicy Garland or at juicy.garland, or my link tree, which should also be below, and you'll see what's coming up next. Thank you for being here. Love y'all.
This was just like Criminal Minds.
Exactly.